Venga, va, chicos, vamos a darle un poquito al vampire. Venga, a ver, creo recordar que lo cogemos con muchas ganas, por cierto, y luego ya se nos quedaron en el camino. Que llegamos al hospital del señor ese que nos encontramos en el bar. Estuvimos hablando con bastantes personas. Que ya no sé si realmente tenía que haber hablado con todas o no. Yo creo que hablamos con todas. Y tenía que ir a la habitación de la planta 2. Creo que llegamos a entrar. Aquí había mucha historia, ¿eh? Aquí hay mucha historia hay aquí. Prevenga la enfermedad. No tosa en público.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
Pippa
I'm
Hawkins.
Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Oh.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
Oh, qué bueno. Ah, hostia, esto no lo vimos el otro día. O sea, ¿puedo cautivar? Ah. No, no puedo.
Do you need medical help yourself, nurse?
I'm fine, really. I just need to sleep.
Qué bueno. No, no puedo.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Oh.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is
Bueno.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Oy, 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 oy.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Vale. Bueno, esto ya se acabó, ya acabó, ya acabó. No tengo pistas. Una pista requerida que no me la va a dar.
How long?
Or long enough.
You're right.
Sorry, Doctor.
No, vale. Adiós.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Adiós, adiós. Bueno, realmente no creo que nos ayude mucho esta pava. Yo creo que debería... Joder, cómo se mueve, qué guapo. Creo que debería irme a... Hola, ¿me veo en los espejos? Sí, soy un vampire. Creo que llegamos a hablar con este.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are
Okay.
reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Oh. Ah, muy bien.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't
Hello.
question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Oye.
I don't see any reason why I should justify my actions to you.
That's true, Dr. Reed. The only judge has to be yourself. The question is, are you judging yourself hard enough?
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Mira que tú qué bien. No, no me da... No me da más...
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice.
Ah, y por
The
eso estás
benefits of
quemado
his
conmigo.
position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Qué fuerte. Hey, ¿qué pasa, Cloud? Sí, aquí dándole un poquito al vampire.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not
chulo,
volunteering
tío.
for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Hala, venga.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
We talk later. ¿Con esta hemos hablado?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Vale, o sea, esta está un poco los hilos, ¿no? Aquí. Vale.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Huh. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué tenemos por aquí? Hostia.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Vale.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession.
Vale.
I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Perfecto.
Do you require medical attention as well, Mrs. Goswick?
I have other concerns right now, Doctor. But I'm fine, thank you.
Genial.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the
Vale.
state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Ya, genial.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Oh. Pipa. ¿Qué te ha pasado, Pipa?
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Correcto. ¿Qué tenemos? Vale, tenemos una pista ya marcada. Vale, perfecto.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs.
Not much.
Are you really that rich?
Yes.
Vale. Perfecto.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Vale, genial. ¿Es su hijo?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Vale. Vale. Agotamiento. Curar con... Tratamiento para el agotamiento. Vale, o sea, le podemos dar un poquito de tal, vale.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Qué grande, tío.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Qué grande. Su madre es una killer.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Bueno, pues nada, oye, tranquilo.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Vale, no tenemos nada, no tenemos nada, 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 nada. ¿Y a este señor qué le pasa?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Vale.
Is there anything else that's bothering you? Can I help in any way?
I'm all right. Considering the state of this place, I should consider myself lucky, I guess.
Vale.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too.
Bueno,
But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
muy bien.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Vale.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
My apologies. Vale, perfecto. Vale, vale.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I see you later.
As for me, what a blooming idiot.
Frasco de vidrio. Tú toca todo, que tú eres de tocar. Venga. Ey, ¿qué pasa, Majao? Aquí estamos vampireando un poco. A ver si le mordemos a alguno la yugular. ¿Qué tal estás? ¿Cómo van tus cosas? La cosa de la gripe específica no emite más pacientes, ¿vale? Oh, un tornillo, una varilla. No tengo más cosas aquí. Joder, ¿cómo se ve, chavales? Es que se ve todo harto, ¿sabes? entrar por aquí? Todo, pues bien, día intenso, ¿eh? Nada, yo bien aquí dándole un poquito al Vampire. Carta arrugada, a ver. Oye, si le damos, gracias. Dándole un poquito al Vampirer, que está muy guapo, tío. Un poco Stranger in the Night. Pero está muy chulo, tío. Vale, perfecto. A ver, no es que me mole demasiado, ¿sabes? Pero está guapo. Cambias un poquito, ¿sabes? El rollete. Tiene sus historias. Accede al jardín trasero. Vale, puede ser esto, el jardín trasero. Lo que pasa es que aún no le pillo la dinámica, ¿sabes? Me falta un pillarle.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir.
Sí, ya jugué. Hice directo ayer. ¿Ayer o antes de ayer?
Are you a doctor too? Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Oh, qué bueno. Hagamos un trato, si no te conozco de nada. Lo que pasa es que tiene mucho hablar. Y la verdad es que pierdes mucho tiempo en esto.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Vale. Ya, pero tela, lo que estoy intentando hacer es hablar con todo el mundo. Voy pillando pistas y tal. Pero lo que está el juego es mucho de esto, mucho de esto.
After the beginning of the epidemic, cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Bueno. Vale. ¿Había alguno? Hay alguno que me ha dado... Vale. Alguno de estos me ha dado algo, ¿no? Vale. Tira para atrás.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Correcto.
Are you afraid, or...
Why should...
How did you get this job?
After I left the army...
An interesting point of...
Sir, as a medic during...
Ah, mira, pues me ha dado. Me ha dado. Vale. Che. Bien. Me ha dado pistica buena.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
Vale, tengo codeína, tengo opio. Vale. Codeína y opio. Venga, genial.
It's locked. It's locked, all right. It's locked. It's locked.
No voy a poder entrar. ¡Ojo! ¡No, no me cierres la puerta, cabrón!
I'm sorry you ended
¿Qué pasa, Iván?
cold medical bench. I understand you must be very angry. I cannot enter.
Vale, pues nada, vamos a darnos la vueltecita. A ver qué tenemos por aquí. Tiki, 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 tiki.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Vale. ¿Ya te la has cogido? Al final, ¿cuál? El que te dije, Vale. Vamos a seguir por aquí. Vale, acabamos de entrar por aquí. Hostia, ¿este doctor es nuevo?
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together. Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir. Thank you. And you are? I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Ah, vale, vale, perfecto, tío. Es que, a ver, es que los otros están chulos, pero claro, es que con el precio de este, te pillas el monitor, que te pille tu madre el monitor en el corte, que creo que también está baratillo con el descuento y tal, ¿sabes? O en la página web, que también lo puedes comprar en la página web. Y el monitor de HP que te dije, es que te sale el ordenador y el monitor a lo que te cuesta... A lo que te cuesta el ordenador ese que me pusiste, ¿sabes? Y la verdad es que está chulo porque además este lleva aire. Los otros está chulo porque llevaba líquido, pero tú piensa que igual tienes el ordenador mucho más rato que yo encendido, porque tengas que hacer trabajos o tengas que hacer alguna otra movida. Claro, yo como solo juego, pues si hago un streaming de 2 horas o así, la líquida me va bien. Pero claro, si tú lo vas a tener mucho rato, mejor que en vez de la líquida, que puede llegar a fallar en algún momento, el tema del aire, ¿sabes? Con eso no tendrás nunca ningún problema. Casi todo el día, pues por eso. Mucho mejor mejor con ventilación de aire por el tema de lo que te comento. El tema de la líquida está chulo, refrigera muy bien, pero claro, si lo vas a tener mucho rato, es que si se jode, se te jode todo, ¿sabes? Como tengas alguna fuga.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's...
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Vale.
Please, could you tell me something about...
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Le daremos. Hostia, ¿no se ha cambiado? Ah, pues espera. Esperar un momentito. Es que la verdad es que no lo he cambiado porque iba a jugar un poco al de Division. Por el tema de... Nada, maja, gracias. Iba a jugar al de Division porque ayer estuvimos haciendo varias cosas. Y quería continuar, pero bueno.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect
Fornite, nada, tío.
What is yours?
A ver, me puedo echar alguna partida, pero... Sí, pero no.
My process is purely experimental.
Vas a tener ordenador para jugar...
As long as you're cautious and methodical.
Para jugar a otras cosas que al Fornite. Vale, nos acaba de dar esta pistita chula.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Vale.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Estás muy viciado. Nada, tío. A ver.
It's always a pleasure to share
Que sí, pero no.
medical knowledge with someone
Que ya te digo,
eager
para
to
echar alguna
learn.
partida y tal, sí.
I'll be
Pero
glad to help you
para
if
jugar
I can.
habitualmente, yo qué
This
sé.
epidemic may
Prefiero
be
ahora
the
el de
century's
Division,
most
¿sabes? He
terrible
vuelto otra vez a
disaster,
jugar
but
mucho.
I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Ay.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Vale.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed.
Iván, ¿cogiste el
But if you went personally to his shop,
For Honor? Lo tienes gratis en Uplay.
and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass.
Se bájatelo porque con el ordenador nuevo es a flipar como se ve. Vale, a ver. Hay una nueva investigación sobre los ciudadanos para cubrir el... Venga. Investigación sobre los ciudadanos. Aquí puedes ver las investigaciones sobre... Ah, vale, genial. Vale, este y este me hablan de este, ¿no? Dice que me dirija a la farmacia. ¿Has oído, Iván? Que digo que tienes, creo que era hasta hoy, el For Honor gratis. Tú entras en Uplay y ya te permite... Dirígete a la farmacia. Dirígete al jardín trasero, vale. Vale, perfecto. Preguntas personales, yo creo que ya está, ¿no?
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Vale, genial.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Ah, mira qué bien. Nada, Golfo, tranquilo, tío. Ya sabes que tampoco tengo mucho rato. Me he lanzado el Vampire un poquito, a ver si lo avanzamos. A ver si mañana no quiero que venga a casa a comer, pero el miércoles te aviso.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior.
Ah, la
a man who did not even take time
Aquí estamos,
to
tío,
converse with
con
his
el
patient.
Vampire. Está
Do you
guapo,
think
tío.
keeping his distance was a mistake?
Mucho de esto,
All I know is
mucho
that I'm
diálogo y
taking
tal,
care
pero
of
bueno.
human beings with desires, hopes and fears.
Ah, tranqui,
Not
tranqui.
some biological machine
El miércoles
comprised
hablamos,
of
tranquilo.
blood, bones and
Vale, yo creo que ya he hablado con todos. He abierto la pista.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Venga. Creo que debería subir ahora ya a la habitación, ¿no? Esta es la paca, esta.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
A ver. Pipa, que me han contado que eres un poco perversa.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
¿Quién es esta? ¿Quién es esta? ¿Quién es esta?
Good evening, Miss.
Oh, yo.
I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
Hostia.
You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal.
¿Qué es esto?
Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
¡Oh! ¡Eres una vampaya! ¿Eres una vampaya? A ver,
Do
¿qué
you
hay aquí?
require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
Joder. Vamos a ver, está sana. Esta ni es vampira ni es nada. Esta tiene más cuento que calleja.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover to hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Madre mía.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are
Madre
no
mía,
match
esta
for
está
those that
loquísima.
hunt me.
Esta señora, objetivo equivocado, no es mi investigación.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am.
Ya está,
It is
directamente.
what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to
Me
me
va a pegar
how
un
you feel.
bocado, ya te lo digo yo, ¿eh?
What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins.
Madre mía.
I need new blood.
Eso es la menopausia, tía, ¿qué me estás
I
contando?
Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead.
Delusional, you say?
Vale.
Sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept
Vale, me acabo de dar.
of immortality.
Vale, pues yo creo que ya está, ¿no?
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal?
I'm curious to know who you were.
No, it was such a long time ago, I don't remember.
Bueno, pues nada. No me da nada. Creo que no me da nada, no me da nada y no me da
I'll
nada.
leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
¡Qué miedo!
Too much energy for so little result.
Venga, a ver qué tenemos en este ala.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help yourself, Nurse?
I'm fine.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
No, hablan lo mismo, hablan lo
The
mismo.
suffering continues.
¿Este quién es?
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off.
Joder.
But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you?
Vale.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood? Can I ask you precisely why you're a...
It's the pain, sir.
Muy bien.
Who is treating you? Is someone in...
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry.
Joder.
I've looked...
Can
Venga,
I
a
do
ver.
anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills.
Nada, pues si te han dado pills y no te hacen nada, ¿qué quieres que te haga yo? Oh.
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes...
She's quite harmless, I can assure you.
Vale, genial.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed.
It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her.
Vale, perfecto.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
And it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
Vale.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all the...
No offense. I was pushing too much.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt...
Vale, pues ya hemos hablado de todo.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Bueno, ya tenemos aquí a Mr. Elwood. Con la cara así un poco perjudicada. Hostia, aquí está la pava esta, ¿no? La vampira.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Pero... Maharia se
Do you require my service?
I have no need for you.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort.
Oh, qué bueno, vamos haciendo,
We
vamos
both
haciendo.
suffered so much.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not.
Oh.
How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Vale. Bueno, pues ya me ha dicho que no quiere...
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Time has lost its effect on me. But the suffering continues.
It's here again.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Vale.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is...
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest.
Vale. Que me entra el sueño. Venga,
What do you
vamos a
do
ver.
for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks. And I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Ah, mira qué bien.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what
Efectivamente.
you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Vale. Pues nada, no nos podemos marchar.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Vale, pues.
It's locked, all right.
Thoughts would be, sir.
The pain. It's here again.
Ay, nos vamos arriba. Antes de nada voy a mirar a ver si puedo tocar o abrir o hacer algo. Oh, fuck. Ah, no, va bien, va bien, va bien.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody...
¿Qué cojones era eso, tío? Hostia. Busca la partida perdida en el jardín. Venga, va. ¡Ay! Me cago en tu pelo. Joder, macho, a mí me hace falta esto, acción. Acción para no dormirme. A ver, hace falta buscar la cartera, ¿no? Vale, aquí hay un marrano. Qué susto me ha dado, ¿sabes? Así como el que no quiere la cosa. Madre mía, chavales. Madre mía, chavales. ¿Cómo se ve la cosa? Ojo. Hostia, no me he curado. Con el 1 te curas, loco. Con el 1 te curas. Vale. No. No me interesa venir por aquí. Tampoco me interesa venir por aquí. Vale, no puedo tocar ni hacer nada. Vale, esto sí que lo rompes. ¿Morgue era esto? No. ¿Qué es eso, tío? Hostia, creo que está abierto, tío. ¿Dónde fucking mierdas estoy? Ah, vale. Estoy relativamente cerca de donde tengo que ir. Vale, guapo. A tope guapos, ¿sabes? Madre mía, Johnny. Ojo. Métele ahí. Métele ahí un bocado. Vale, no puedo quitar nada, ¿no? Macho, a mí dame de esto, tío. Dame de esto. Varilla de plomo. Venga, quiero más. Vale. Una fotografía de Milton Pip. Oh.
So, Mr. Hooks.
Ok.
And Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
Vale, una plaquita de plomo. Por aquí no creo que tengamos nada. Y por si acaso pipo todo. No me asustaré, ¿no? ¡Ah! Hay algún bicho ahí de la ultratumba. Algún susto de estos me tengo que llevar, guapo. Vale, aquí no hay nada, aquí no hay nada, aquí no hay nada. Esto. Oh, balas. Vale. Tengo que volver al hospital.
It's locked.
It's locked. A ver, ¿aquí hay algo? Vale. No, vale. ¿Qué es esto, tío? Vale. Aquí solo hay carteles. Solo hay carteles del palo. No puedo. Brasa, tornillos. Ah, qué bueno. Tremendo documento gráfico. Vale. ¿Qué más tenemos por aquí? ¿Estoy cerquita? Sí, estás cerquita. Relativamente cerquita. Ojo. Vale, grasa y tornillos. Perfecto. Esta está cerrada. Me cago en tu pelo. Ojo. Ojo. Ay, súbete todos los atributin. No tengo nada más, ¿no? ¿Aquí hay algo? ¿Aquí hay algo? No. ¿Esos qué pasa? ¿Que repopean o qué? ¿Qué pasa, fantasma? ¿El qué? ¿Que no te esperabas, loco? Venga, para adentro. Aquí estamos, tío, dándole un poquito a la Vampire. Botella pequeña. ¿Cuándo puedo craftear cosas, tío? Que sé que en algún momento puedo llegar a craftear cositas. ¿Cuándo llegará ese momento? Esta me da mucho miedo. Es que sé que en algún momento se me va a comer.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, doctor. Warm.
Que sí. ¿Qué necesitas? A ver, espera.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activity.
Vale. No, tengo que hablar con la pipa, con esta.
Good evening,
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
A ver. Preguntas personales. Hostia, no. No estaba esta baba con...
Goodbye, Nurse.
No, ¿con quién era? No recuerdo. Bueno, vamos a subir arriba. Vamos a empezar por aquí.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked. Nada. Vale, subiremos en otro momento. Vamos a acabar de dar la revuelta. Vamos a empezar por aquí.
Not now. Please come back later.
¿Quién es? Vale, el super jefe me dice que me venga en otro momento. Vale, pues nada, no te preocupes. Ya si eso vengo luego, ¿eh? Te viene mal que me acerque. Me quedan 15 minutitos, chicos. A ver si encuentro mi despacho. Me cago en la puta. Si eso dicen, tío. Tiene ahí un aire. Lo que pasa que no me he dado tantos sustos. Thomas Elwood, varón, 28 años. El paciente presenta quemaduras graves. Vale. Ok, objetos de misión. Vale, perfecto. Al Resident Evil 7. Al 7 no, pero tengo alguno en el historial de esto de en los juegos de Steam. Tengo alguno. Podemos jugar al... Creo que tengo el 4, el 5, el 6. Tengo unos cuantos. Si queréis sí que podemos darle. Al 7. Aquí lo que es... El calor tiene que ser aquí más seco que allá. ¿Brutal qué? ¿Brutal el calor que hace o brutal el juego? ¿Esto de quién es? Ahora, Tippers, vale. Ese era el mío, ¿no? Ah, mira mi despacho. Los dos. En este no me da ningún susto ni ninguna historia rara, tío.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own.
Muy bien.
At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Sí, de niños, pero de... Que me cagué vivo, ¿sabes? O sea, que no, que no. Vale, pues esto... Para. Aquí cosas que brillan, ¿eh? Vale, tengo un armario ahí. Artículos sobre los econs. Eroulas, madre mía. Ojo.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
I need water. Lo que pasa es que también te va a tener que echar agua o qué cojones pasa aquí. Bueno, aquí hay muchas cosas de tocar, muchas cosas que ver, muchas cosas que hacer, ¿eh? Ah, mira. Vale, una muestra de sangre fresca de William Bishop en un pequeño frasco. Vale. Y los gráficos son chulos. El miedo se pasa después de una hora jugando, es una leche. O sea, yo me puedo pegar 2 minutos jugando y puedo pasar una hora de miedo. O sea, no. Sí, ese también quiero que me lo compré. A mí me sale muy barato, no sé si 2 o 3 euros. También lo podríamos probar si queréis. Primero debes analizar los componentes que se... Vale, o sea, tengo que analizar. Analizar. Vale, qué buena. Regenera 300 puntos de salud al instante, 150 puntos de... Vale, perfecto. Suele revitalizar al instante. Vale, ok.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching.
Vale.
The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Vale, genial. ¿No puedo trabajar con nada más? Sí. Vale, esto con esto. Vale, ¿puedo reciclarlo? Reciclarlo, no. Hostia. Energía 15-15. Machete. ¿Qué me puedo comprar? Mano izquierda a 2 manos. 45 de daño, 65 de daño. Vale, pues entonces igual utilizamos este. Quiero una subidita de nivel. Esquina de aluminio. Ah, con una esquina de aluminio lo subimos. Esta la podemos mejorar. Ah, no, me falta lo mismo. Vale. Pues nada, aguantaremos. Vale. Sigamos mirando. Vale. Vamos a abrir esto, que es lo que me queda. Aluminio en polvo. Esto no me da, ¿no? Para construir nada. No. No, no me da. Vale. Vamos a abrir esto. Reponer todo. Ok. ¿Pero qué tiene el Payday 2 ahora, tío? ¿Qué tiene? O sea, es que el otro día me dijisteis que había una instaladita, pero que han puesto otra vez. A ver. Habría desactivadas. A ver, tengo la pasiva. Puedo cogerme barrera de sangre. Vamos a acabar de esto y me voy a vestir. Me tengo que ir a currar. Aumenta tu salud. O sea, igual me interesa esta. Aumenta la energía, aumenta la salud. Vale, cógete esta. Ok. Aumenta la energía. Ok. Vale, o sea, tenemos todo, ¿no? Aumenta las capacidades de sangre un 5%, aumenta la absorción de sangre. Desgarrón, barrera de sangre, táctica, ¿esto qué es? Velo sombrío, madre mía. Sí, venga, vamos a subirnos todo, venga, va. Ciencia, ¿esto qué es? Ok. Joder, 0.500, vale. Este es un tío, es un doctor que se despierta ahí en una fosa, ¿sabes? Y se convierte en vampiro, pero no sabe quién le ha hecho. Ni... No sabe quién le ha... quién ha transformado y está como averiguándolo y tal. No sé, un poco locura de amor. También mandé eso. Niebla sombría. Vale, es que ahora no sé qué hacer. Venga. Voy a mandarme todas las pasivas. Venga, va. Datos importantes del distrito, vale. Todas las noches. Vale. Ok. Entonces. Ah, vale, vale. Coño. Que solo se me ha muerto este, ¿eh? Solo se me ha muerto este y no lo he matado yo. Hostias, esto está grave, ¿eh? Este está sano. Este está estable. Y esto está estable. Pero hostia, este está grave, ¿eh? Vale.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Bueno. Atienda la puerta. Vale. He analizado. Vale. Venga, pues nada. Vamos a dejarlo aquí, chicos. Me voy a la... Me voy a la oficina un ratito. Esta noche continuaremos. Le daremos un poquito al de Division. Me quedo abriendo... Me quedo aquí a la espera de abrir la puerta. No tengo nada más, ¿no? No. Ni puedo hacer nada, ni puedo construir nada, ni nada. Vale, pues nada, chicos. Nos vemos luego. Ha estado muy chulo, me gusta este juego, tío. Tiene su rollete, no sé. Tiene su rollete. Venga, chicos. Luego nos vemos. Chao, chao, chao. Venga, Susangos, Golfo, nos vemos luego.